Today we have the CEO of stablecoin issuer AUDD. Effie, thanks for hopping on today.
Thanks for having me, Brandon.
Well, it's my pleasure. So, to start, can you just tell us about AUDD Proprietary Limited and your efforts in the stablecoin space?
Yeah, sure. So, AUDD Stablecoin is a business that was established out of a traditional fintech payments space. And what I mean by traditional is a publicly listed company on the Australian Stock Exchange called Novarti, who traditionally looks after Visa acquiring, MasterCard acquiring, issuing, things that utilize traditional payment rails that either are proprietary built for the payment space or utilizes Visa or other banking style of rails. So AUDD was established as a result of the transition from traditional into alternative payment methods, where it was identified that there problems that can be solved outside of banking rails using things like vouchers, prepaid cards, QR codes, barcodes, tokens, etc. And of course, with the rise of the popularity of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, it was an obvious choice for us to transition into offering a stable coin as the token of choice, utilizing a number of blockchains and utilizing blockchain technology.
Is why you chose Hedera. You're going to be launching a stablecoin here on Hedera. What made you make that choice?
Yeah. So look, the choice for us to go into Hedera was a very easy one. I suppose one of our missions as a stablecoin issuer is to drive the adoption of blockchain technology in the Australian financial ecosystem, and to do that, you have to be able to do things better than what they've been done in the traditional space. So, firstly, there's blockchain technology that enables that. But then there are specific blockchains that do things better than others. So whilst our initial focus was to mimic, if you like, what was done in the traditional space and transition it into the blockchain space by using more efficient means, we recognize that some of the use cases and some of the blockchains weren't as efficient or as cost effective to perform certain style of transactions. And they might not have been as fast or scalable. So, in particular, if you're talking about large payments, there are many blockchains that can do large payments, and some might take a while, and there might be large associated gas fees, and perhaps they can be absorbed when it comes to $1 million payment. But when you're talking other payments that are things like microtransactions or high volume, high frequency transactions that occur in the marketplace, you can't afford to have a $10 transaction costing you $25 in gas fees. And so for us, Hedera gives us an opportunity to not only focus on the big end of town and in terms of getting the B2B activities moving on blockchain, but also some of the smaller use cases where cost is everything, and you cannot actually afford to, as a business, to offer small transactions unless you have very small fees. And Hedera's blockchain, definitely for us, it was a case of
Last question. When do you expect AUDD to start to hit the Hbar economy?
I'm glad you asked that, Brandon. We're very excited. We see, uh, you know, where are we now? I'm going to say 1st of April, watch this space. We will be there as an AUDD stablecoin utilizing the Hedera network. And we will start activating our own use cases that we've been talking about. However, I've been very lucky to work with the Hbar Foundation team, and it's a vibrant ecosystem, and we have many conversations. If I don't tell you, if I tell you that it's a dozen, I wouldn't be lying. We've got many conversations happening with companies that are involved both in micropayments, in the environmental space, in the larger picture of payments to merchants and to consumers. So it is very exciting. It's only weeks away from launch, so watch this space.